Yeah, g'day viewers. I've had a little bit of a burn here in the diggings. I only burnt a really small section here. It's right next to the road, and unfortunately, you can see there, once it gets into focus, big high voltage power lines. So I'm sure a lot of the locals will know exactly where I am, but that's alright. Now I came here with the Gold Racer, and you can get right under those power lines, no dramas at all, VLF. But for a pulse induction machine, different story. You can get an anti-interference coil if you're regularly going to be detecting under power lines, or if you've got a double D coil and a GPX, you can just run the cancel. So I'll just plug my speaker in. Horrible. Now that was after I've done a noise cancel. Now it's in mono position. Now I'll just flick it into a cancel, and I'll plug my speaker in again, and let's have a listen. Beautiful. We've got a nice smooth threshold hum again. Now I've got the 15 double D spiral on, because when you go into cancel you do lose a bit of depth. 20 to 30% is sort of what you'd kind of expect, depending on the target size, but because it's cutting out so much of this interference, you can tweak some settings. So what I've done here, rather than mess up my normal general or deep mode, I've created a custom mode just in the high mineral setting. So motion we don't need on very slow because it's pretty stable. Gain, I tried it on 15, but I'm picking up too much ground noise, and the reason for that is that I'm running in sensitive extra. Sensitive extra gives me a bit more depth and a bit more stability with the EMI, but it will pick up more ground noise. So 13 seems to be nice. Audio normal. Tone 45, which is my personal preference. Stabilizer up a little bit. Now if I could increase the gain, if the ground allowed me to increase the gain, let's say to 16 or so, then I'd probably be dropping that down to 9 or 8. But we've got a double D coil essentially, even though it's in cancel. You don't want to have your stabilizer too low. So I'll drop that back. Signal very high, target volume up a bit, and response inverted. When you go into cancel, signals flip around, so you get a low high on a small nugget. My ears aren't used to that. I want a high low, so you can invert the response and everything goes back to normal. Alright. I've got my little 0.3 gram test piece, which you've probably seen in other videos. Just want to show you what response we're getting with these settings. Beautiful. Now I'll go over it and sort of slowly raise the coil up just to give you some idea of what depth we might expect. Now, I'm not going to estimate how high that is because I can't really see, but we're getting pretty decent depth out of it. Now, I'm going to get to work and see if we can pull some targets.